Hello and welcome to today's free trading video and market analysis. I'm your host, Kenny, Senior Research Analyst with the MiniAnalyst.com. The first thing we're going to look at here is a chart of the market. This is the Mini S&P 500 futures contract, front month in nature. Looking at the June contract, last print of 11/28/75 on this Friday, 14th day of May 2010. Pretty interesting Friday. Nice little trend move down to the lower side. And sorry, I got distracted there for a second. Nevertheless, look at the overwhelming bearishness we have in this market. You see nothing but red starting essentially once we had the break of yesterday's, being Thursday's, coiling session. Very quiet day. Usually when you have a coiling session, a very quiet day, it definitely portends a move, a significant move, and that's definitely what we've gotten to the downside. We certainly love days like this today where we can make a lot of money. But as you can see from a discretionary perspective, looking at our intraday dynamics, you have full all-out bearishness. Essentially, you had bearishness here, bearishness here, bearishness here, actually portending the bearish move late in the day on Thursday. So actually, you see this break below the early session lows to close near the low of the session, suggesting the market would likely follow through, giving this overwhelming bearishness. Look at that. 4 bearish indications, price, technical, and trend. 6 bearish indications going into yesterday's close. Would it get the follow through? Yes, we certainly got the follow through. Continuation of the bearishness, full extreme bearishness, slight divergence there, we should say, but nevertheless, look at this extreme bearishness we have on the market, suggesting that this move wasn't likely to be faded. Little bitty retest, not even coming close to the trend, given the expansion of range, but certainly a little bit of retest of essentially nothing. The market loves the 1140s levels, 1140 and 1180 as we've mentioned, or sorry, the 40 and 80 levels as we've mentioned. So arguably that was the retest, as you can see right here, 1140, a little bitty double top, but definitely another 10 to 15 points lower we stand now. Certainly taking advantage of it on our day trading models, particularly the MAPDT version 4.0 HR, scoring huge today, banking around $6,500 at last check. There you see it right there. That was at noon Eastern time. It's about 12:30. That was about 20 minutes ago. It's about 12:30. $6,500 for the MAPDT version 4.0 HR. Now that's on top of the recent gains that we've been talking about over the last several weeks. This portfolio is really handling this market beautifully well, and the gains continue to pile up. There's another $6,500 as of the week. If we look over the last 5 days' performance of this portfolio, there you can see $9,240 has been the gain just this week over the last 14 days. That's 14 trading days. So almost a month, we'll say. Getting close to the 20-day trading days, but 14 days, $24,000 gain for the MAPDT version 4.0 HR. Very impressive is the portfolio, and we actually have a special for that we're going to talk about in a little bit, but definitely want to switch over and take a look at the daily chart, and as you can see, we actually went back to bearish at 11:58. That was on a break. We had a close below our convergence, essentially, of our key measures of trend following support resistance. This convergence right here on this day, which I believe was the 4th or 5th. On the 5th, we had a close below. Not only did we have a close below the low of the prior day, but we actually had a close below our convergence of our very key, for our intents and purposes, the be-all, end-all of our measure of discretionary bias, and we had to close below. So as soon as we broke below the low of that session, it was all out bearishness. Moved to bearishness to 11:58. Certainly didn't expect the cascading waterfall move that was to follow, but nevertheless, we all know that day the market certainly tried to rebound, but certainly the damage, even going into the to whatever exacerbated the NYSE walking away from P&G or what have you, and the Nasdaq continued to trade, and everybody panicked. Whatever, the market tried to shake it off, but it was certainly bearish. For our intents and purposes, before the big sell-off. The big sell-off was just gravy, and as you know, speaking of the MAPDT version 4.0 HR, this is certainly what we provide is risk speculation, risk speculative futures trading, which is to be 10 to 20% of your portfolio. So the other 80% of your portfolio, let's say 50% of it was in stocks, or 60, you need to have some hedging. On the downside, and certainly the MAPDT version 4.0 HR gained $10,000, or about 40% on that day alone. So you gained $10,000, 40% on that day alone, and you're hedged against such a meteor, or the converse of a meteoric rise, waterfall decline. So there you have it, and here we are again. Again, we moved to bearish. Before that, the market was already bearish. We did get the snapback, a beautiful time to get a re-entry in. And you can actually, we're going to work it out to where you guys can actually subscribe, probably about $1,000 a year, whatever. You can actually subscribe and even have it auto-traded, our official market timing. And as you scroll back, obviously, you know, so there's about another 40 points or so gained on the last trade, and had before that, I guess, 140 points. So there's about 200 S&P points gained just on the last couple of calls, I believe. Now that's 16 months prior to that. There was a gain of $30,000 per ES contract. So you can actually trade one ES contract on our official market timing. You can actually subscribe to that. I think about $1,000 a year is what it's going to be, and you can subscribe to our official market timing. So if you have any interest in that, certainly write in to admin at MiniAnalyst.com if you have any interest in subscribing to our official market timing, which you can also auto trade an ES contract if you'd like. But very interesting is the market. We are certainly bearish. We have full all-out bearish indications, except for the mother of all trend-following support resistance coming at 1100. But certainly from a directional movement perspective, from a momentum perspective, certainly the case is for the bears, who remain comfortably under control, and for a nice Friday move to the downside. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to look at this kind of an interesting system. Look at that, beautiful moves. We want to look at our swing ESR. Swings have been doing quite well lately. A lot of our swings, even though the focus has been on the astronomical gains in our day trading portfolios, particularly MAPDT version 4.0 HR. Nevertheless, the swings, we actually don't have these in our portfolios yet. But look at that beautiful system right there, continuing. This is one of our newer models, continuing to... I'm going to go ahead and just minimize that. There's one of our swings, swing system 12.0. Look at that. Beautiful short setup around 1200. 1200, so 75 points is the gain for this, and actually caught the whole of the move down, trading the ES. So beautiful swing. Want to look at swing ESR that we mentioned last time. We had a few tweaks, and that is just beautiful now, catching all the moves. It was actually long, so it rode, so you definitely need to be hedged. That's the beauty of swings. Hedge with different swing models, because you were actually long there. But nevertheless, you're right back to the short side. Here on the swing ESR at 1160, so there's another 30 points in gain, although you did have to ride that down. Essentially, you were short there, and you're now back to short, so catching all the gains. So you're hedged right there with just those two systems, swing system 12.0 and the swing ESR. Nevertheless, did mention the MAPDT version 4.0 AHR gaining another. There you see today, the 14th, $6,500. This is a $25,000 aggressive portfolio. $4,200 trading the mini S&P, $2,300 trading the mini Dow. As you can see, over the last 14 days, I just mentioned that $6,500 today. Of course, we haven't closed there, but certainly the market is particularly weak. We may have our trailing stops hit, or the market may move on down to 1120. Nevertheless, took off the day yesterday. These are our leaders, top three day trading model leaders, and $5,600 made on Wednesday. Kind of a flat day on Tuesday, lost 20 bucks, and had a loss about 10% on Monday, 28.70. Nevertheless, for the last 5 days, almost a $10,000 gain for this portfolio. So if you're interested in this portfolio or any of our other portfolios, we're actually running a special right now, 20% off just about any portfolio we offer, and you can go to the website www.MiniAnalyst.com, and you can click on the home page under Top Sellers, MAPDT version 4.0 HR. Click that, and that'll bring you up to this page. This shows the history of our MAPDT version 4.0 HR, but you can actually get the updated returns under 2010 portfolio returns, and that'll take you over here. You scroll down through all of our portfolios. So that's the up-to-date returns. Maximum drawdown 120%, $26 round turn slippage and commission. Go ahead and click Add to Cart and enter promo code VIDEO right there. So instead of $5,000 for 2 units, $4,000 gets you 3 months of trading, obviously up $10,000 in just 1 week. If you have any questions, go to the website. Hope you enjoyed the market analysis, the free market analysis, and chat with the support team live, or shoot us an email to admin@MiniAnalyst.com. I'd love to help you out. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.